What's up, everybody? It's your boy, Joe Garcia, or Twisted Cat if you like to call me, and welcome to my thoughts on Mario Tennis Fever. So, tennis, a well-known sport where you just get a racket and smack the ball to another player, and they have to smack it back. And for me, recently, I do not care for sports. I know, big shocker. But anyways, even though I do not care much for sports, I still support it nonetheless. Well, gee, what are the odds? Um, yeah, with the game coming out on February 13th, 12, 4, or I don't know when it's coming out. But anyways, yeah, I think it really looks great. The gameplay it just looks it looks fine, I guess. I mean, there's nothing special. There's just nothing special other than the fact it's just another Mario Tennis game with Mario characters in the Mushroom Kingdom. But anyways, so yeah, I think this does look great, but even though that I've heard that the even though I heard of what even though I heard that the Switch 2 was getting a lot of bad rep recently with the prices and the looks of it itself, with like this dull black color with like red and blue spots on the little joysticks, and it's just another Switch, but still, I get it. I understand. I understand. I understand people's pain. I understand everything. But my god. Hopefully they'll drop the prices by then. But anywho, back on the game for that matter. Um yeah, I cannot wait to play this if if I somehow if I somehow if they either drop the prices or I'll be able to make enough money to go get it. And same goes for Kirby Air Raiders, I guess. But yeah. Even though what I saw from the trailer, it looks pretty great. People are hyping this up because of one thing and one specific thing only. Baby Waluigi. My jaws dropped, and the looks of the character himself, a baby version of Waluigi. And I haven't seen Baby Wario in a long time since Yoshi's DS. Yes, I played that game and it was great. I loved it. It was part of my childhood back then. But yeah, uh even though there was a lot of controversies about with the prices, but hopefully if they manage to drop the price, then happily ever after, I guess, with unicorns, kittens, puppies. But who knows? Time will tell. I heard that I heard that they got a new president recently, and it's a female president or CEO in that matter. But uh, but I forgot her name. But hopefully, if she manages to pull off a miracle, then who knows? Who knows? Then everything will go back to normal. But I'm still worried of I'm kind of bit worried of what the game of what the if this manages if this game manages to do well, then then good on it good good for them, I guess. But I'm still worried if it fails with the sales. That kind of rhymes. But yeah, even though the Switch 2 is like getting more and more bad and negative reviews recently, I mean, I get it. I get it. It hurts a lot. But from what I've seen from the trailer, it had much to offer with the Wonder effects coming back from Super Mario Bros. Wonder. The freaking talking flower. He annoys me every time. every time I encounter him. The fact that they introduced Baby Waluigi, of all things, and of course Donkey Kong's new look. He just looks, he just looks baffling to me. Like my God, what did they do to them? What did they do to my boy? But I want to go off topic here. I want to go off topic here. I've seen the trailer for the Super Mario Galaxy movie, and they introduced my boy Yoshi, of all things. And the minute I saw him, my first thoughts are like, it was the greatest trailer that I've ever seen in my freaking life. Holy crap. But anyways, back to the game. However, I'm still kind of a bit worried that the sales might have not will not do so well. But hopefully, if they manage to pull off a miracle with it, I think it looks good. Like, don't get me wrong, I like the game. I like the looks of it. However, but still, I'm kind of a bit worried that it might not do so well. But with the new president, on the other hand, she needs to pull off a freaking miracle with this, or whatever in that matter. But who knows? And even though that I'm still so excited to see Yoshi in the movie. Like, my God, the way he roars back into the freaking dinosaur from Mario Odyssey. My God, that was funny. Like, that was like funny. I can't wait. And let's see, what else? I'm hearing noises in my hallway, and the fact that it's a running theme in my channel. Like, it will never stop. Anyways, back to Mario Tennis Fever. On the other hand, they managed to make Waluigi Pinball. They managed to make Waluigi Pinball into a stage. They made a mini game out of it from Mario Party. It was a racetrack back in Mario Kart, and now it's an actual stage in Mario Tennis freaking Fever. But yeah, I cannot wait to play it if I get the chance. But hopefully, if the new president manages to pull off a miracle with this, then who knows? Happily ever after, I guess. People will ride unicorns, people will have pet kittens, people will get a puppy, people will get a girlfriend, everything. Does everything. Who knows, but only time will tell. Sorry. But who knows? Who knows? Who knows? People are saying like, oh, this looks great, but people were saying like, oh, they didn't bring back Mario Baseball. They didn't bring back this. They didn't bring back. I mean, I get it. We wish for a specific title to come back. We wish for a specific theme to come back and feel nostalgic from it, but I get it. I get it. I wish they make another Mario baseball game. I've heard that it was called like Super Sluggers. I think that was called, and there was this other one on the GameCube. I think it was called like Superstar Baseball or something like that. But and I heard that Mario Tennis was Waluigi's first appearance, from which I've heard. And Waluigi, well, even though I don't really play as him a lot in these kinds of games, I still kind of like him nonetheless. He's like one of my top 5 faves. Yoshi is my top 5. Is my top fave. But Waluigi, on the other hand, he is more of an option if I really want a more a well balanced kind of play style. You know, Yoshi for me, he's a he's kind of like you know, my main in every title, in every single Mario title that there is. But Yoshi for me, he's kind of like, you know, a virtual pet for me. To me, even. Waluigi, on the other hand, if I really wanted a different kind of playstyle, then Waluigi or Luigi or or whoever in that matter, then here's what from what I've heard recently, is just there's this lesson that needs to be taught. Don't just play as your favorite character all the time, or just all the time. Don't just pick your favorite character like every time. There are other characters that need a time to shine, or need a moment to shine. From which what I've heard, I learned a lot from that. And that's what I've learned in these kinds of games. Just don't just pick your fave all the time. There are other characters that need a time to shine. But don't worry, I like Yoshi. He's one of my favorite characters. But anywho's, who's your favorite Mario character? I really like to know. Anyways, even though that Bowser Jr. is gonna be in the Super Mario Galaxy movie, including Rosalina, even though it's called the Super Mario Galaxy movie, it needs to include Rosalina of all characters, because, well, she's been well, I mean, her first appearance was in the Wii game, I guess. And she's really important in the Mario Galaxy games. But I like to play Mario Galaxy, and it's one of my favorite Mario games growing up. But even though when I first played it, when I first played it through through the opening segment with like, I think it was called like the Star Festival, and when we get to the cutscene where we're up in space, Kamek shows up, and then that's where the disc scratch. I was like, I never got the chance to play one of the greatest games of all time. But and I played Mario Tennis Aces, which was, nah, it was kind of okay. It was kind of okay, I guess. But anyways, what are your thoughts on Mario Tennis Fever? I'm excited for this. If I get the chance to play it, then yeah, hopefully I'll get to play it, I guess. But I'm still worried for. But yet I'm still worried about the price tag. But who knows? If this manages to become a big success, then happy joy joy. Anyways, that's all I got for now. Holler at your boy. Peace out, my dudes.